All right, what's up, y'all? Hope everybody's doing great today, right? This is take 3, by the way. Anyone who was watching would know. But if you're not watching, well, technically I just told you. Just for the fun of it. All right, hopefully there'll be no interruptions this time. And there was a disconnection. It happens, right? So let's try this again, shall we? And we are on second book of Chronicles. Chapter 17 to 18. Josaphat succeeds Asa, and Josaphat his son reigned in his stead, strengthened himself against Israel, and he placed forces in all the fenced cities of Judea, and set garrisons in the land of Judea, and in the cities of Ephraim, which Asa his father had taken. And the Lord was with Josaphat, because he walked in the first ways of his father David, and sought not unto Baalim, but sought to the Lord God of his father, and walked in his commandments, and not after the doings of Israel. Therefore the Lord established the kingdom in his hand. And all Judea brought to Josaphat presents, and he had riches, and honor, and abundance. Revival under Josaphat, and his heart was lifted up in the ways of the Lord. Moreover, he took away the high places and the groves out of Judea. Also in the 3rd year of his reign he sent to his princes, even to Ben-Hel, and to Obadiah, and to Zechariah, and to Nathaniel, and to Micaiah, to teach in the cities of Judea. And with them he sent Levites, even Shemaiah, and Nathaniah, and Zebadiah, and Asahel, and Shemiramoth, and Jonathan, and Adijah, and Tobijah, and Tobadijah, Levites, and with them Elizamah and Joram, priestess. And they taught in Judea, and had the book of the law of the Lord with them, and went about throughout all the cities of Judea, and taught the people. And the fear of the Lord fell upon all the kingdoms of the lands that were round about Judea, so that they made no war against Josaphat. Also, some of the Philistines brought Josaphat presents and tribute Cyril. Pardon me on that one. Silver. And the Arabians brought him flocks, 7,700 rams, and 7,700 he-goats. And Josaphat waxed great exceedingly, and he built in Judea castles and cities of store. And he had much business in the cities of Judea, and the men of war, mighty men of valor, were in Jerusalem. And these are the numbers of them according to the house of their fathers, of Judea, the captains of thousands: Adonai, the chief, and with him mighty man of valor, 300,000, and next to him was Johanna, the captain, and with him 280,000, and next him was Amasiah, the son of Zachari, who willingly offered himself unto the Lord, and with him 200,000 mighty men of valor. And of Benjamin, Eladah, a mighty man of valor, and with him armed man with bow and shield, 200,000. And next him was Jahzabad, and with him 180,000 ready prepared for the war. These waited on the king, besides those whom the king put in the fenced cities throughout all Judea. Josaphat enters into alliance with Ahab. Now Jehoshaphat had riches and honor and abundance, and joined affinity with Ahab. And after certain years he went down to Ahab to Samaria, and Ahab killed sheep and oxen for him in abundance. And for the people that he had with him, he persuaded him to go up with him to Ramoth Gilead. And Ahab, king of Israel, said unto Jehoshaphat, king of Judea, Wilt thou go with me to Ramoth Gilead? And he answered him, I am as thou art. Thou art. And my people as thy people, and I will be with thee in the war. And Jehoshaphat said unto the king of Israel, Inquire, I pray thee, at the word of the Lord today. Therefore the king of Israel gathered together of prophets 400 men, and said unto them, Shall we go to Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall I forbear? And they said, Go up, for God will deliver it into the king's hand. But Jehoshaphat said, Is there not here a prophet of the Lord, besides that we might inquire of him? And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, There is yet one man, but whom we may inquire of the Lord, but I hate him. For he never prophesied good unto me, but always evil. The same is Micaiah, the son of Imlah. And Jehoshaphat said, Let not the king say so. And the king of Israel called for one of his officers and said, Fetch quickly Micaiah, the son of Imlah. And the king of Israel and Jehoshaphat, king of Judea, sat either of them on his throne, and clothed in their robes. And they sat in a void place at the entering in of the gate of Samaria. And all the prophets prophesied before them. And Zedekiah, the son of Chenaanah, had made him horns of iron, and said, Thus saith the Lord, With these thou shalt push Syria. Until they be consumed. And all the prophets prophesied so, saying, Go up to Ramoth Gilead to prosper, and prosper. For the Lord shall deliver it into the hand of the king. The true prophecy of Micaiah. And the messenger that went to call Micaiah spake to him, saying, Behold, the words of the prophets declare good to the king with one assent. Let thy word, therefore, I pray thee, be like of one of theirs, and speak thou good. And Micaiah said, As the Lord liveth, even what my God saith, that I will speak I will speak it. So, that will I speak. And when he was come to the king, All right. I'm going to start 14 over again there. Took a bit of a pause. Hoping that the voice didn't get taken off, because I'm starting to think that a little bit, wondering, did the voice cut out? All right. And when he was come to the king said unto him, Micaiah, shall we go to Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall I forbear? And he said, Go ye up and prosper, and they shall be delivered into your hand. And the king said to him, How many times shall I adjure thee that thou say nothing but the truth to me in the name of the Lord? Then he said, I did see all Israel scattered upon the mountains, as sheep that have no shepherd. And the Lord said, These have no master. Let them return therefore every man to his house in peace. And the king of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, Did I not tell thee that he would not prophesy good unto me, but evil? Again he said, Therefore hear the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting upon his throne, and all the host of heaven standing on his right hand and on his left. And the Lord said, Who shall entice Ahab king of Israel, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one spake, saying after this manner, and another saying after that manner. Then there came out a spirit, and stood before the Lord, and said, I will entice them. And the Lord said unto him, Wherewith? He said, I will go out, and by a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And the Lord said, Thou shalt entice him, and thou shalt also prevail. Go out and do even so. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath but a lying spirit in the mouth of these thy prophets, and the Lord hath spoken evil against thee. Then Zedekiah, the son of Chenaanah, came near, and smote Micaiah upon the cheek, and said, Which way went the Spirit of the Lord from me to speak unto thee? And Micaiah said, Behold, thou shalt see on that day, when thou shalt go into an inner chamber to hide thyself. Then the king of Israel said, Take ye Micaiah, and carry him back to Ammon, the governor of the city, and to Joash, the king's son, and say, Thus saith the king, But this fellow in the prison, put him in the prison, and feed him with bread of affliction, and with water of affliction, until I return in peace. And Micaiah said, If thou certainly return in peace, then hath not the Lord spoken by me? And he said, Hearken, all ye people. Israel defeated, Ahab slain. So the king of Israel and Jehoshaphat, the king of Judea, went up to Ramoth Gilead. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, I will disguise myself, and I will go to the battle. But put thou on thy robes. So the king of Israel disguised himself, and they went to the battle. Now the king of Syria had commanded the captains of the chariots that were with him, saying, Fight ye not with small or great, save only with the king of Israel. And it came to pass, when the captains of the chariots saw Jehoshaphat, that they said, It is the king of Israel. Therefore they compassed about him to fight. But Jehoshaphat cried out, and the Lord helped him, and God moved them to depart from him. For it came to pass that when the captains of the chariots perceived that it was not the king of Israel, they turned back again from pursuing him. And a certain man drew a bow at a venture, and smote the king of Israel between the joints of the harness. Therefore he said to his chariotsman, Turn thy hand, that thou mayst carry me out of the host, for I am wounded. And the battle increased that day. Howbeit the king of Israel stayed himself up in his chariot against the Syrians until the even. And about the time of the sun going down, he died. All right, thank you all for joining me so far. If anybody did have to take a break, welcome back. And we're going to go ahead and move forward. We are now going to be on St. John, chapters 13, verses 1 to 20. Jesus washes the disciples' feet. Now, before the feast of the Passover, when Jesus knew that his hour was come, that he should depart out of this world unto the Father, having loved his own which were in the world, he loved them unto the end. And supper being ended, and the devil having now put into the heart of Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, to betray him. Jesus, knowing that the Father had given all things into his hands, and that he was come from God and went to God, he riseth from supper, and laid aside his garment, and took a towel, and girded himself. After that he poured water into a basin, and began to wash the disciples' feet, and to wipe them with the towel wherewith he was girded. Then cometh he to Simon Peter, and Peter saith unto him, Lord, dost thou wash my feet? Jesus answered and said unto him, What I do thou knowest not now, but thou shalt know hereafter. Peter said unto him, Thou shalt never wash my feet. Jesus answered, If I wash thee not, thou hast no part with me. Simon Peter saith unto him, Lord, not my feet alone, but also my hands and my head. Jesus saith to him, He that is washed needeth not save to wash his feet, but is clean, every whit. And ye are clean, but not all. For he knew who should betray him. Therefore said he, Ye are not all clean. So after he had washed their feet, and had taken his garments, and was sat down again, he said unto them, Now know ye what I have done to you. Ye call me Master and Lord, and ye say, Well, for so I am. If I then, for Lord, your Lord and Master, have washed your feet, ye also ought to wash one another's feet. So I have given you an example, that ye should do as I have done to you. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. If ye know these things, happy are ye if ye do them. Jesus points out the betrayer. I speak not of you all. I know whom I have chosen. But that the scripture may be fulfilled, he that eateth bread with me hath lifted up his heel against me. Now, I tell you before it come, that when it is come to pass, ye may believe that I am he. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that receiveth whomsoever I send receiveth me,